Oh, what's going on, guys? My name is Matt Freeman, and I talk a lot. And today is actually my 28th stream. Now, I said in a row in the title, and that's kind of a lie because we haven't technically done it every single day in a row, but fuck, I'm still impressed with myself that I made it 28 streams in a row now. That's like, for me, that's fire. Fire. You like the hair? I fixed it. Looks much better. I mean, it still could have some improvement here and there, but it's a lot better than it was last night. That's for damn sure. Don't really have anything exciting planned for this evening, even though it is the 27th or 28th stream in a row. But you know, we're still here. We're still living the good life. Still on the road to 500. We're at 472, and we've been there for a little while now. Really would like it if we could boost our way up just a little bit more there to get to that 500. I'm looking for 500 subscribers. We need 500 subscribers so I can do a really badass 500 subscribers video where I do something crazy and stupid, which I could probably just do anyways, but hey, it would be even better. Hello, Holly, Tiffany, and Rachel. So nice to see you guys. I gotta go turn this light off because it's getting really bad glare. I had my father cut my hair today. Well, I'd say cut my hair. Both my parents told me they think that my hair looks fantastic. But yeah, I got a little bit. I had my dad help me shave up the what stragglers were in the back. I could show you the back of my head. It seems is everybody's internet going good? We only have 2 people and we had 4, so I don't know if we struggled. My internet crashed last night, henceforth ruining my stream, but it worked out because it crashed after 12 o'clock, so it was like, it was about time to end it anyways. But the back of my head now looks normal. I hope that is showing up. Woot, woot! 28 whopping streams in a row. Here we are for the 28th. This is the 28th stream now. And yeah, so we in this. Really hope my internet doesn't do anything stupid tonight. At least if it does, it waits until farther into the evening because I'd prefer not to have my stream be shatty. See, now you guys got me worried. There's only 2 people watching when there was 3 of you, and nobody's talking again. So now I'm wondering, no, it seems to be working. I just pulled it up on my phone because I was worried if it wasn't working. You guys aren't chatty Cathys tonight, I guess, huh? Back to somebody still disliking my videos again. Really hurts my feelings. So whoever that person is can just go fall off a cliff somewhere. That's fine. Nobody wants you and your negativity around here anyways. Well, hello, Tiffany. I already said hello to you, but figured I'd say hello again. Oh, what to talk about, guys? What to talk about? I've done a lot of absolutely nothing today. I can't even tell you. Oh, I built a really badass old person scooter, and it's just a scooter that runs on a car battery. And I went outside and I rode it in circles in my road for like 10 minutes until my battery died because I'm using a car battery, and you add the weight of a car battery and the person on top of an old person scooter, it doesn't last long. So it inevitably died really quickly, but it was still cool. It's what I was working on last night. If you guys were watching when I was tinkering in the garage last night, but yeah, so pretty much we I got my hair finished, well, better than it was, and then I stayed up until 3 in the morning working on. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened. Sometimes her phone acts really weird when she watches my videos. Now we're down to one. What seems to be happening? Are people struggling? Is my stream having problems? I brought it up on my phone and it shows that everything's working fine, so I wouldn't think it's my stream. My internet doesn't seem like it's causing any problems. But huh. Well, maybe it's my end because my end shows there's only one person watching, but both you and Tiffany are both still commenting, so I would assume that must mean that somebody else has got to be here too. Oh man. Yeah, I stayed up till 3 in the morning working on my awesome old person scooter. Like I said, the stream unfortunately crashed last night around 12 o'clock, and then I stayed up for another 3 hours working on my old person scooter, which was a dumb idea only because the fact of there was no need to stay up till 3 in the morning to work on something that I easily could have just gotten up earlier this morning and worked on. But whatever. When I got up today, I finished working on it, and now I left it outside, which is really no problem. But if it rains, it would be a problem because there's just a car battery sitting outside right now, hooked up to a motorized old person scooter. But yeah, so I worked on that today. Played with my dog a whole lot because it was nice and beautiful outside, and she obviously enjoyed getting out and moving, and just just a little bit of randomness, the excitements of life. But blah, 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 blah. Oh, I guess I did ride my skateboard for a little bit. My skateboard is looking like complete and utter hell. I'm also limited on cigarettes again. Um, I really. Oh, you're in Minnesota? No shit. That's crazy. Why is it so terrible in Minnesota? Like hot, or like the weather sucks, or just everything in general? I'm uh I lost my train of thought. Oh, it's all good. Rainy. Oh yeah, that sucks. See, it's been like off and on. It was apparently supposed to rain in Ohio all week. And I mean, I'm sure it's rained other places. But um, but it surprisingly is really not. Today's been a beautiful day. It kind of rained half of yesterday, and I guess tomorrow is going to be rainy again. But it's Ohio, and even though they say it's going to do something, usually it doesn't truly happen. But I'm enjoying the hair. I also like now when I put a ball cap on, then not only does it cover my hair that's on top, but now I've got this nice, beautifully shaved head all the way around and this big old beautiful beard. Um, my dad also fixed my razor last night, Holly. Um, so at least my razor isn't broken. Apparently, the motor got pulled up. I think it was, or down. I don't remember what it was. It was one way or the other. The motor inside the razor moved around or something, and so he pushed on it or something, and then it worked. And I was like, oh well. I'm also not using the new camera tonight. Not that it really particularly matters. The video of my stream last night looked about the same posted on YouTube as it does normally. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that everything stays going good with quality. Um, I trapped a bee in a bottle and it died. I know that's a very random off statement thing to say, but unless he's alive now, nope, he dead. See that bumblebee? He dead. He's actually still alive. He's like twitching, but I have no idea how he died. I even poked holes in the lid so he'd have air, but he just died. It was so weird. Now I did smack it with my hat onto the floor, but he was up and moving when I shoved him into the bottle. And it's not like I killed him when I shoved him in, but I'm not really sure why he decided to die, but he didn't want to live. And it's fine because I'm just going to feed him to my dragon anyways. I was a little worried at first whether I should feed my dragon a bumblebee, but being as he is dead, well, like partially dead, and bumblebees only can bite. So it's not like he's going to bite my dragon if he eats him. So don't got to worry about like him getting stung or nothing like that. So I'll just feed him to my dragon tonight when I go inside to go to bed. Oh Lord. I'm really hoping tomorrow's Wednesday, and Wednesday is the day where I could get my stimulus money. I'm going to guess that I probably won't because I have not already been getting it, and I'm completely out of options at this point. Like, I'm gonna fucking go beg somebody for a job if I don't get my stimulus money. Not to say that I still need to get a job, because I do need to still get a job, but it comes down to the fact of naturally, if I could get my stimulus money, at least would help for now until I can get a job to make money. But I was also thinking, Rachel, we should all probably play Xbox somewhat relatively soon again because, I only have another month until my Xbox runs out, and I'm obviously not going to make you pay for my Xbox again. Obviously I'm going to pay you back for the month you did buy me pay for my Xbox, but I'm just meaning that, I could. I don't want to make you have to pay for my Xbox again. So we should probably play as much as we can before I lose internet, because sooner or later it's coming, and then I won't be able to play anymore, and that's going to be really sad. So, yes. Yes. I took like a million bajillion photos on my camera yesterday because of how beautiful it was. Something I was going to pull up on my phone now, and I don't really quite remember what it was. Is that this weekend that he's leaving, or is this just another weekend he's leaving? Wait, I'm so confused. So is the 16th the weekend we're going down? Because I was trying to tell my mom when I was going to go, but I can't remember what weekend you told me. I thought maybe it was the weekend after the 16th, but I mean, if it, oh, okay, then yeah, no, it's fine. I'm still down for the 16th. I mean, it pretty much comes down to, my mom knows it's coming, and I'm preparing her for it. I keep telling her it's going to happen, but hopefully my dad doesn't flip shit, because obviously he's the one that gives the big deal about it. And now that fucking DeWine's decided that we're not going to fucking have a stay home order after the first, or I mean that we still have to stay at home after the first of the month, it really fucking sucks even more. But I mean, I guess realistically we still have like what's today, the 20 something today, right? The 28th is today. So yeah, it means we how many days are in April? I mean, it's 31 days in April. I already know that because my dog's birthday is in 3 days. I almost said 2, but then I realized it's 31. So yeah, so that means we still got 19 days until we'd even be leaving. So Um, so hopefully everything's okay enough by then that it ain't no big thing. Hell yeah. Is Mike, if we go down on 16th, is Mike taking like the three wheeler and the dirt bike and stuff down, or is he just, or are we just taking the car down? I mean, it don't really bother me if we don't. I just, you know, I didn't know if we were going to be taking riding stuff down or if we were just going down to just go down. Because either way, obviously, I'm not really going to be riding much of anything, being as I'm sure the dirt bike now that's fixed is actually scary, and then the three wheeler is just scary to begin with because it's a three wheeler and it's so big. Like at least on those little ones, if you wreck, you just kind of roll off and break bones. But now with the one Mike has, I mean, you wreck, you're gonna break bones, and then that thing's gonna crush you. Oh, Lord, my back. But yeah, I'm down. It'll be exciting. Still need to figure out what the fuck is going on. I've literally fought with my computer for the last 2 nights now, trying to figure out what's going on with my editing software. But it's so weird. It's like every video that I import from my um that I import from my computer to try to edit, it goes with no sound. It's got no sound. So it's like, what's the point of editing a video if there's no sound? Like it kind of ruins and defeats the purpose. Well, then I feel like we definitely wouldn't be taking the three wheeler or the 125 if he's not taking the truck. Because I don't think either one of those are going to fit inside the car or on the car or outside the car. Yeah, Rachel, the three wheeler is bad. You say it isn't too bad, but you got to remember if you're going anything over 15 miles per hour and you turn the wheel too sharp, it's going to roll. That's the point of a three wheeler. So unless you're putzing around just having a good little joyride, you can't really have too much exciting fun on a three wheeler because you're going to kill yourself. I mean, I guess the only thing that helpingly works out is that tire in the front end is massive. But three wheelers are death machines. That's why they don't make them anymore. It's because a lot of people hurt themselves and or killed themselves on them. That's why three wheelers don't exist. The only three wheelers you can get are from the 80s and early 90s, is because they literally stopped making them after 10 years. So, oh, really? I thought they had gotten rid of all of them by this point. I mean, I thought there was only one of them down there still, but at least that's dope that there's still two of them down. It'd be just nice to go ride a four wheeler again, just because it's been fucking years since I've been on a four. Well, I can't say that. I was on one at Matt's house, but I mean, like to ride the Foremans. It's been years since I've rode the Foremans down there. You know. Oh, good old Foremans. Interesting. I have this weird smell. Not really sure what it is. It's not bad, but kind of smells like moisture. And I don't think it's raining. Let me turn the heater off and make sure it's not raining. Just because. Wait, oh. Doesn't sound like it's raining, but I should check the weather just in case. Because, like I said, I do have an old person electronic scooter outside with a car battery strapped to it. That, yeah, that definitely should not be getting wet. Oh, it is fun, Holly, and you will definitely see videos of it. Because regardless of the fact that Rachel's going to take her camera to record things, I'm also going to be recording things on my phone because naturally I can just upload things straight from my phone to YouTube, whereas things from her camera. I have to either edit them or we just record a video that just will get straight uploaded. So you know what I'm saying? I won't have like any editing to do with it. A straight recorded video is like I like to call them. My kind of videos I would record while driving in my car or sitting at lunch and stuff, where I would just turn the phone on and talk and just record one straight video that has no editing and then just gets uploaded. I like those kind of videos, but they also are kind of annoying because you have to be very cautious as to what you say and the things you do, because naturally, if anything slides in there that's not allowed to be on YouTube, then you have to edit it out. So that's why it's harder to be able to do a straight video. But we will definitely try to see what we can do. It says there's a 40% participation award tonight. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna just real quickly, I'm just gonna run outside. So I apologize for leaving the stream, but I'm gonna real quickly just run outside and go grab this old person scooter and drive it into the garage, because it shows that there's a 40% chance of rain at 11 o'clock, and that's only in 30 minutes from now. I always love that I do that. Does anybody else in the world do that? Like when you're talking about a time frame, you look at the non-existent watch that's not on your wrist and you go, yeah, that's in about 30 minutes from now. I always do that shit. And I just do it. Here's the thing, Holly. I'll take rain all day over snow. So if it rains for a month straight, yeah, it sucks, but it ain't fucking snow, and I'm all about it. All about it. Bring the rain. As long as it ain't snow, I don't give a shit. I'll be right back. I'll BRB. 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 All right. Your boy. Oh, we got the Texas now. Oh no. Yeah. This thing is so cool. It's probably the coolest thing I've ever built for the last few years, months, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna move this here table out the way, and then I'm gonna set this bad bitch up over here. No, Izzy, you know, come out. I'm not doing anything. So you guys can check out this bad boy scooter I built. All right. Give me a second to close this makeshift door I have. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. You see that right there? I know it's really hard to see, but Holly, you saw the frame last night from the scooter that I was working on, that metal frame I was working on. I think I was working on it last night by the time the stream ended, but that's what the battery's sitting on. So there, it's a 3-wheeled frame. So there's a seat right here. It's very loose, so you're kind of on a ride for yourself, but it's got 2 wheels in the back. You can see the little wheel over there, and there's a little wheel over here. And then, oh no, you didn't see the 3-wheeler frame. You saw this frame. This frame was the thing that I took apart. Now watch this. Ready? If I press the button, oh shit, it took off. If I press it into reverse and hit this button, oh, look at that. Your boy's making things move over here. Woo! Woo! So yeah, so I built this today. It's pretty cool. It's really not attached very well, being as you see how much travel this thing has. It's because I just got it to attach the best I could, but it pulls my ass around. It's an old person scooter, like I said, and like I was trying to explain last night, this black cover here has the motor and the front tire in it. So literally the whole front end of this bike steers, drives. That's all it does. It steers and drives. So all I have is two wheels in the back, a car battery to power it. Bad boy moves by itself. I love it. Woo! It's really heavy. And then the battery, because it's a car battery, is really heavy. And then when you put me on it, I'm really heavy. Well, I'm not really heavy, but I'm heavy enough where it's slow. I was trying to hopefully try to build something cool that like maybe I could take down south and play with, but it struggled to pull me on concrete, so I couldn't take it off road, and that kind of defeats the purpose. But I think it's only because a car battery runs at 12 volts, but the amps, it's like high on amps. And I don't know what, like the motor for this old person scooter motor here, the motor didn't have any specifications on it, like to how much power it was supposed to be taking and how many amps and all the other stuff. So I just slapped that car battery on it and started like playing with it. And the motor got really hot. And then once the motor got hot, it stopped moving. So I kind of got worried that I fucked it up. But now that I'm playing with it here again, I can tell that it's definitely came back to life once it's cooled down. The only problem is it might be getting more amps to it than it's supposed to be, and henceforth why it's overheating. So I might be able to get a smaller 12-volt battery and hook it up and actually have it perform better, because not only will it not have all the weight of the car battery, but it also will have the right amperage, and then the battery won't overheat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can't really do any. I mean, the best I can do is pull this closer to you, which really ain't gonna do any much good for your visuals. But we'll take this bad boy for a little ride if it will fool me. I'm not really sure how much battery life's in this battery, because it's just a car battery not attached to anything. But yeah, see, it still seems struggling really bad when I get on it. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's not. Whee! Oh god, I wrecked already. Whee! Reverse works pretty well though. So maybe I just flip it around and ride the other way. See, it's either the battery's dying, so it doesn't really have enough juice in it, or something's not working 100%. But without me on it, the bitch flies so good. Yeah, see, I can smell it getting hot. Whew. It'd be great for a child. Like if Baby Man wanted to ride this thing, he'd probably go. I mean, it wouldn't go fast, but he'd go a decent speed on it. Oh, it's gonna pull me back right there. I can't stop it. Doing a burnout. Yeah, doing a burnout. All right, now forward. Wow, I actually left the mark on the floor. Burn out for days. Wait. Ready? Burn out for days. Yeah. What you know about these burnout skills, boy? Just ran over my foot. Apparently, I had enough power to do that. Just can't fool me. So it'll probably be a good idea to get my voltmeter. Oh God, why is it? What seems to be your issue there, Fabio? It'd probably be a good idea to get my voltmeter out, test the battery at least to see if what the voltage of the battery is, because I threw the car battery on my charger, but my charger seemed like it wasn't charging it, so I was like, oh, it must be fine, but I don't know. I just feel like it should be pulling me faster. I know it's an old person scooter. It's meant to pull old people around at a slower pace, so it's not that it would go fast, but you'd also think that being as it's meant to pull a human around, it should obviously have no problem pulling me around, and it struggles pulling me around. And that doesn't seem like that's correct. And I don't have my voltmeter because it's inside of my truck. So for me to test it, I will have to test it after the stream, where I can run up to my truck and grab my voltmeter and see what we can do. Rachel, are you still here? Only because I have a question I wanted to ask you if you are still here. I see that there's only 2 people watching, so I'm assuming Holly's probably one of them. Maybe. I don't really know. I actually have no idea who's ever watching me. You know, I just guess because Holly and Rachel, you're both the ones commenting all the time. So I usually assume that you guys are the ones that are here, but I don't really know. Man, it really sucks. It's always the nights where you're running out of cigarettes that you want one all the time. Like I've got 6 cigarettes left wherever they're at, over there, because I moved the little table away from me. So I have 6 cigarettes, and they have to at least last long enough to make it till tomorrow, because it's too late to get cigarettes now. I mean, I could, I guess, jump in my car and drive to like Circle K and buy cigarettes, but that's really far way away. Um, and I don't have any money. So that's why I'm hoping my stimulus check comes tomorrow. But who knows? Because we've already talked about this quite a lot, and it scares me even more. I wouldn't say really scares, but it bothers me even more than when we were talking and Michael was saying that he was told that his stimulus check wouldn't even come till August, because like, how is that helpful at all to have to go till August to get your check? Like, if COVID-19's over with and everybody goes back to work and everything's back to normal, by the time August comes around, you'll be getting a stimulus check in a time where you don't even need it. That's why this whole stimulus bullshit was not well thought out, and the government should have done better work at figuring out who should deserve what checks when, like who should deserve to get money before other people. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna actually do it right now, which I mean, I'm gonna make sure my phone is underneath of my fucking laptop, because obviously to go to the non-filer website, you gotta put your fucking social security number in just to be able to access the the thing or whatever. And so I figured like I could probably just wait, but now that I'm talking about it, I'll just look it up now, because if I don't look it up now, I'll inevitably forget. And um da 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 da. Oh, here we go. I found the email, because I'm going through the emails, because just too lazy to just type in the See, the other thing is, like, it gives you a submission ID after you fill all that stuff out. It gives you a submission ID, but you never have to use that number. Like, there's never been a time on either their website or any other thing that's like, hey, put your submission ID in here so that we know who you are. It's like it doesn't go by that. It only goes off of, well, you do have to create a username and password, and well, that's actually kind of funny. But anyways, apparently my autofill put my name in the same spot. Oh, really? That sucks. That works. I just click on check e-file status. It comes up and says, we need you to put your social security number in. So I'll put my social security number in, which I always thought was really, but no, don't you do that. I always thought it was really funny because, like, I never knew my social security number for like a really long time. It wasn't until I was like 20 years old that I finally was told what my social security number was. And people were like, "Oh, trust me. One day you'll learn it and you'll know it forever." And I was like, "Yeah, right. I'm stuck with numbers, so I'll probably never remember mine." And now I know it. Like, I never use it for the longest time. And somebody's like, "I need your social security number," and boom, it just pops right in my head. I'm just like, "How does that work? How is it that?" See, like, this is what mine says. Okay, it says return accepted. Congratulations, the IRS has accepted your return. The IRS will process this information and determine your eligibility for the economic impact payment. No further action is necessary. If you haven't already, it is always a good idea to print a copy of your return for your records. Note, if you print your return, you'll see $1 sign value added to some fields. This is a requirement for the IRS to process your submission. You can ignore these amounts. And literally, that's all it says. And it just says at the bottom, it says return the forms. So it's like, congratulations, the IRS has accepted your return, but nobody's going to tell you if you actually get anything or not. And it said the same message for me for 3 weeks, almost a month. So it's like, am I or am I not going to get my goddamn money? It is that easy. Just tell me if I'm going to get it. And like, I don't know who to contact because, like, what am I going to call the IRS and yell at them and be like, listen to me? Uh, I don't know what that is you're talking about, Holly. If you go to the efilefillableforms.com, it's efilefillableforms.com. And then they make you make a an account. I have no idea what the my payment portal is. I'm assuming that was IRS. Don't worry, you don't have to change it. I understand that spell check changes things, and I don't think it's called it's gov. But they have a section that says where your money is. Wait, what? Oh wait, I do think I was there once, and it also didn't tell me whopping shit. So I will go to the irs.gov page. We will see what these motherfuckers got to say to me now. irs.gov. Um, See, it pops up and it says non-filer, enter payment info here. And then the thing under that, it says get my payment. And then there's another one that says get your refund status. So what do I click on? Am I trying to, I do want to get my payment, or I do want to get my refund status. Get my payment. All right, Holly, you're talking me through this. The IRS payment thing. Okay. Check on the status of your economic impact statement. You may need your 2019 return if filled and your 2018 if filled. Blah, 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 blah. Reasons you may get status not available. Get my payment will return payment status not available if the application does not have your data or if you are not eligible for payment. So what? Should I just click on the top link that says get my payment? I'm going to click on that again before you even answer. This US government system is for authorized use only. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, we're getting through this. We're getting through this here. Now I'm going to hide my phone even more again, even though I'm sure there's no way that anybody could see what my social security number is, but do I have to put the dashes in, or do I just fill out my number? Wait, uh-oh. Birthday month. Street address. Wow, that was actually close. Not that it's really a huge deal to me, but I almost just read off my address out loud. Continue. Yeah, what the fuck? It says payment status not available. According to information that we have on file, we cannot determine your eligibility for payment at this time. So, okay. Because then if we go back, status not available either means the application doesn't yet have your data, or you are not eligible for a payment. But again, see, and that's what bothers me, because then it's like, okay, well, if I'm not eligible for a payment, then why haven't you told me? Like, it makes no bloody sense that you would say that your information was accepted, but never tell somebody, oh, by the way, you're not eligible. What the fuck is a TAC? Taxpayer Assistance Center. So all tax are temporarily closed until further notice to ensure the continued safety and health of the IRS employees and taxpayers. Nearly every tax issue can now be resolved online or by phone. I'm trying to get their number, so I can call them bitches. I'll call the tax people right now and be like, yo, bitches, what's up? tell me what the fuck I do. Like, you can't tell me that it was accepted by the IRS a month ago, but you haven't filed it. Like, bullshit. Bullshit. I understand everybody's going through some crises and everybody's sick and shit right now, but there's no way in hell it takes a month to file somebody's taxes. Especially being as I didn't file taxes. What kind of bullshit is that? Now, really, there it is. There it is. Individuals, businesses, non-profit taxes, estate and gift taxes, overseas callers, callers who are hearing impaired, requesting a face-to-face meeting for help, other available help. So I'm guessing that it'd be the individual. So what I'm gonna do, our helplines are open Monday through Friday. It's Monday through Fridays, guys. Residents of Alaska and Hawaii should follow Pacific time. Phone lines in Puerto Rico are open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time. So I'm guessing that obviously means, being as it's almost 11 o'clock at night, that they probably aren't going to answer the phone if I call them. But, oh yeah, no, it literally says right there, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So, I mean, not that I really particularly would have called the IRS while on live stream, because I'm sure that they're going to ask for my social security number, and I obviously can't read that out loud. I will be calling them tomorrow, and we will be trying to resolve this issue. I mean, I'm not going to be mean about it or nothing. Like, what the fuck? I want to know what's going on. Like, it seems so odd the way this is all set up. And it's like, you gotta know. You gotta know. And if I'm being denied, then why haven't you told me? That's what I want to know. Because if I haven't, I was denied, and I won't have any money coming in, we shit out of luck, and that really sucks. So now I'm down to 5 cigarettes. We are creeping on 11 o'clock. Let's see. Trying to cut it down so I only smoke a cigarette an hour. I smoked a cigarette in the beginning of the stream, or at least at 10 o'clock I smoked a cigarette. So this will be my 11 o'clock, and if I stay up till 12, that would leave me 4 cigarettes left, which really ain't too bad, but unfortunately, we're in the time of year where critters are very common to be running around outside. And being as this is a garage, and even though it's lit up somewhat, it's a very easy target for animals such as skunks and raccoons and possums to find their way into, because the door doesn't shut all the way, and then they can just run right in. So we keep streaming up all year, all summer long. We probably going to have a good possibility that eventually some critter is going to find their way inside of this garage while we're live streaming, and you're all going to have to watch me as I have to fend the garage off from a rabid animal. which realistically should have no problem because I have a dog that's going to bark the moment she sees any form of animal in here. And secondly, with the fact if I do have a dog and she smells obviously like a dog, most of those animals are scared of and do not like dogs. So they kind of generally stay away from areas that they can smell dog. So we're just going to have to hope for that to be the outcome. Holly left me to go talk to her boyfriend. I'm assuming it's probably her mom or something, but somebody more important than me called Holly. Ugh. But what to talk about? What to talk about? I'm actually thinking of making the stream shorter than normal. Just because I'm kind of, I don't want to say bored. I don't want to make it seem like I'm bored of live streaming because I'm not bored, but it's like I didn't do anything today. And I don't really have much to talk about besides things I've already talked about multiple times, like the money and stuff like that. So I'm iffy about what I should talk about. Nobody's in chat telling me what we should talk about. So it kind of just like, what do we talk about? What is there to talk about? There's one person watching. Now I know who you are. I mean, I don't know who you are, but I know that you're my creeper, and my creeper never talks. They always just watch the video and never talk. But you should, just one time, you should say something in the chat and be like, talk about this. That's the only thing you'd ever have to say. I would never ask you to talk again. But we already know you won't do it because you hate me. But you watch me, which is weird. Also wonder what happened to Rachel. I mean, she's obviously not here watching, and she got off a while ago because she hasn't said anything for a while, even when I asked if she was still there. But one of those things where she never said anything, she just left. So I guess there's a possibility she might have fallen asleep on me. And yeah, so oh man, let's stretch out these big old long, lanky ass legs that we got. Royalty free. Whoopsie. BB looking retarded or something like that. BB sagging, flying like a dragon. Bitch suck my dick because I fly like Aladdin. Something tells me, is this really? Dancing with the Devil. Oh, bro. Wait. Are you talking about now? Michael and Nathan show up at the same time, and I've just been sitting here bored and not knowing what to talk about or what to do. It's nice to see both of you around. Thank you. I enjoy the long hair on top with the buzz on the outsides. Um, I don't know. I've shaved my head before, and I feel like I have an odd shaped head to the point where if I shave off all my hair, I feel like I look weird. It bothers me. It might look good with the massive beard to have no hair up top, but again, I'm not really sure. Um, but yeah, like I've always been a big fan of large amounts of hair up top with no hair anywhere else. But eventually, I thought it was long enough, but apparently it's not long enough. I'll get gel and I'll gel it backwards and it will look even fancier. Well, thank you. I appreciate you calling the beard epic because I also think my beard is quite epic. Uh, took me a lot of, I mean, I say it took me a lot of years to grow this, and realistically, this beard is only, let's see, it's April, so it's 4 months old now. But I mean, it took me years to be able to grow a massive beard in only 4 months, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, Michael and Nathan, if you haven't liked the video, if you could, I'd much appreciate it because if you haven't already, that means that we could be up to 6 likes. And I think that'd be the most likes I've ever gotten on a live stream, which would be fucking awesome. Um, but oh, I totally forgot. I was looking up royalty-free music and but then this playlist popped up that it's a playlist of music artists and our musical artists that I actually know of, and I was really surprised. Like, are you sure that this is royalty free? But it says it is. But then I pulled up the playlist, and now that I'm scrolling through it, I realize there's not a single song that I know. So I'm wondering if these are all like rando songs put into a playlist. But yep, I'm just trying to read through, see if I see any songs in here that I actually have ever heard before. Becco and Gojo. No, you can't play commercials. Don't do that to me. Oh, I appreciate it. I just, like I said, it's very rare for me to have this many people like my video in one night. Like I think the most likes I ever got on one video is like I have a video that, no, this song sucks. I don't even know what it is, and it already sucks. But most likes I've ever gotten on a video. I wonder if there's a way to check that. But I do know I have a video that has like 300 likes on it, which I'd say is probably the most likes I've ever had in one video. But for a live stream, and this is my 28th live stream in a row. Now that it kind of doesn't count because it's really not in a row. You know, there are days that the internet wasn't working, so I wasn't able to actually live stream. But for the most part, this is still the 28th episode of live streams I've done. So it's a little monument for tonight. Like, cha-ching, here we are. Thank you, Michael. I feel pretty proud of that. 28 streams straight is pretty good. Obviously, we're gonna still be going for more, but yeah, all my stats on YouTube have fucking gone way up recently, and I'm really quite impressed by everything. Obviously, compared to somebody out there, you know, who's got 1 million subscribers, you know, my stats are fucking piss poor chump change to them. But for me, they've been quite good. Like for instance, I just pulled up my stats so I could just kind of jauntingly tell you guys some of them that I have that have changed. We are almost at 10,000 minutes watched in 28 days, which is phenomenally huge. I got 2.5 thousand views in 28 days. I've gotten 11 subscribers in 28 days, which is also good because we are still fucking so close. We're 28 subscribers away from being at 500. And I'm just trying to hype everybody up and trying to get everybody to try to influence people to subscribe, you know, friends, family, whatever, to subscribe to the channel because I want to do something crazy awesome for my 500 subscribers video, but it feels like I'm never going to get there. I mean, I probably will, but, you know, it's taking so long. It's like I just want it to be there so we can do something awesome. Cool thing about it is a friend of mine who I haven't talked to in a lot of years. Not that there's like an issue between us or anything, just we kind of grew apart from each other, and we just really haven't talked much. But a friend of mine who I haven't talked to in a long time saw my YouTube post on Facebook about the road to 500 subscribers, and he actually decided to subscribe to my channel. I felt really awesome about that. Highly doubt he probably watches my videos, but in the off chance that Derek Underwood happens to ever watch these videos, I highly appreciate you, Derek, and thank you very much for subscribing, because when your name popped up saying that you had subscribed to my channel, it was a heartfelt moment of like, oh my gosh, like look at that. We don't talk anymore, and he's still out there supporting me. That's what a true friend is. Even if you guys separate and you don't talk for a lot of years, fucking always support your friends, no matter what. Unless they fuck you over or something, then then don't. But like I said, we didn't end on a bad note. We just separated in life. It just happens sometimes. But see, they do watch time in minutes, and the only reason that bothers me is because like the whole point of being like paid by YouTube is you have to have a specific amount of hours watched. So it's like, why would you say, hey, you have to have X amount of hours watched a year for us to pay you, but then you tell me how many minutes are watched? Like, are you going to sit here and make me do the math? Because I'm not going to do the math. Let's look. What's the last 90 days? So 90 days is 3 months, and we're obviously 4 months into this year. But the last 4 months, I've gotten 13,000 minutes, which which is actually up 6,883 from the previous 3 months. So if we take, I'm going to go to my calculator. If we go 13,011, because that's what it was, and we divide that by 60. So I'm at 216 hours in 30 days. Or, I mean, it's in 90 days. 216 hours, which when you think about hours, then it doesn't sound like a lot. But I guess that is still a lot, realistically. That's still, there's only 20. Okay, so let's take 216. Woo! Woo! Sorry, pardon my French. So we'll go 216.85 divided by 24. So in theory, that means it's supposed to be 1,000 hours. So if 1,000 hours equals 40,000 minutes, then you are correct. But if that's not the case, then you are wrong. I know that it's 1,000 hours, or maybe it's not 1,000 hours. And what? Yeah, no, I think it's 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 hours is how they do it. I could look it up on my phone, being as I do have the whole thing. But regardless, in the last 3 months, if somebody would have had to watch my videos for 9 days straight, like constantly, for me to get those numbers. To get the numbers that I have now, it would have taken one person watching my videos 24 hours a day for 9 days straight to get me to how many I've gotten in the last 3 months. I guess that, like I said, to a person with 1 million subscribers, I'm sure that's like chump change to them. But to me, that's fucking huge that I have that many, that much. Actually, I forget how I pull that up. How I pull up YouTube, how YouTube will pay me. It's just funny because if I go to lifetime, how much money has YouTube paid me in my lifetime? They've paid me $52 because there was a small window from half of 2016 to the beginning of 2018 that I was making revenue, but this was before they revamped it all. So you were making literally like a penny or 2 pennies per ad. So obviously after in a year and a half, I only made $52 off of YouTube. So I mean, like, obviously, YouTube's payment system back in the days really fucking sucked compared to what it is now. But I am just trying to see. Now, I also get these random people that comment on my videos every once in a while. Like this one guy a day ago, he commented and said, "Here before 500 subscribers, stay strong. Can we be friends?" But it's the same guy who's left the same comment on like 8 videos about can we be friends? And every time I'm like, sure, what kind of friend are you? His account gets deleted. So it's like weird. Like, what are you trying to be weird? Are you trying to say let's be like close friends or something? And I'm like, no thanks, boy. Don't like dudes. Not where I'm trying to go with this. See, I have no idea now how I figured this out. There totally is a spot where somewhere where if you go to it will tell you um hmm oops, don't want that. There's definitely a spot that YouTube will tell you what you got to do. Oh, I'm sure it's a troll, but it's still the fact of it's just weird. Why would you ask somebody if they could be your friends as a troll? Like that's just weird. Yeah, I don't know you. You obviously don't know me, so why would you ask to be my friend? I feel like if you want to troll somebody, you could do a lot better shit than that. Um, hmm. I have 2 inactive memberships. Okay, premium. Ooh, I farted. Oh, I farted. Don't know if you guys heard it, and if you did, I apologize. But um, sorry, I'm not trying to be like untalkative at the moment, but I'm really trying to figure out where it was that YouTube tells you. Hmm. I know there's a spot where they tell you about how you can make money or what you have to do to make money, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's just something I can't access on my phone. Maybe I got to be on the computer. I'm not sure. And being as I'm streaming, I also don't want to um you know, now that I think about it, I think that my PayPal account is actually attached to my AdSense. AdSense is what they call um the membership program of like YouTube paying you. So maybe that $52 that I got paid from YouTube is actually sitting in my PayPal account. Because if that's the case, that would be dope. Because that would mean I have $52. But if not, then I have no idea how they say they pay me $52 because I never got it. So um excuse me. Man, I'm just full of all kinds of gases. I was sneezing, now I'm burping. Hmm. Interesting. No idea. What do you call a deer with no eyes? A no idea. Oh man, I should be a comedian. How funny I fucking am. be sagging, fly like a dragon, bitch suck my dick 'cause I fly like Aladdin. Sorry, I've got 6ix9ine, the rapper. Everybody knows who 6ix9ine is, being as he was I don't know, Martin. Last time I saw Martin, I gave him advice about asking his neighbor if he sold drugs, and now I'm kind of wondering if Martin died from asking his neighbor if he sold drugs. Maybe he killed him. I don't know. I haven't seen or heard from Martin since the day that I told him that he should ask his neighbor if he sells drugs or not. So I kind of feel slightly bad about giving that advice because now he doesn't watch the videos or he doesn't show up to the live streams, and I feel like I might have possibly gotten him killed. So there's a little bit of YouTube drama for you. Also, did you guys know that I have another YouTube channel? Does anybody here know that I have another YouTube channel? I have two. I actually have four. Yep, rest in peace, Martin. It was nice knowing you when you were here, while you were here. But like, he hasn't commented on any of my videos or nothing. Like, he literally just disappeared after that conversation. He was just gone. He was just gone. One day he was saying, he's like, I think my neighbor sells weed. And I was like, dude, you should totally ask him. I mean, if you feel like he does, he probably does. And I was like, what's the worst that's going to happen? You ask him and he says no. But apparently the worst that could happen was they killed him because he's not here anymore. So apparently he died. I'm going to actually pull up another YouTube channel page, or not, just another tab with YouTube. I'm going to type in my other YouTube name, and I'm just going to see if it actually pops up, because there is another channel I have that does have other videos on it, but I don't know, like, I've got 0 subscribers on my other channel, so it's like, it's one of those things where not even I have ever actually looked to see if I can look up my own channel, The problem is that there are a lot of other people with the same name as the name of the channel. Surprisingly, there's a lot of famous people out there named Matt Freeman, and I find that very ironic. Like, there's a channel titled Matt Freeman that's got 1.4 thousand subscribers, and all they have is 19 videos. So how come this person has the same name as me and they're famous, but yet I'm not? Well, there's actually quite a lot of people out here that have the same name as me that have YouTube channels. I bet you this is it. It's only got 3 videos. Oh, it's not. Nope. It's not it. These are golf videos. This is definitely not it. Let's see. This one's got 2 videos. I think I have 3 videos, so I just. Nope, definitely not me either. Wow. So apparently that's why I have no subscribers on my other channel, because it's near impossible to find it, because there's 30,000 other people out there with the same name on the YouTube channel. Matt Freeman sponsor me tape. Sorry, I clicked on a video I shouldn't have clicked on. It's playing music, can't play it. Nope. Shut down. Sorry, I will come back to the chat. I'm scrolling through a thing. It's actually more depressing, is not only is there a lot of other people out there, but even if you just type my name into the fucking bar up top, not even Matthew Talks a Lot Freeman comes up. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nope. Huh. No fucking idea. But yeah, no, there are seriously a lot of fucking people out here that have the same fucking name as me. Go, go, Muyani. Go, go, Muyani. Wow, it's actually quite impressive to see how many Matt fucking Freemans there are in this world. The channel name, my second channel's name is Matt Freeman. And you won't find it because I've got 0 subscribers, I've got 3 videos, and I just spent the last 2 or 3 minutes scrolling through a whole bunch of other channels also called Matt Freeman, and I could not even find my own second channel. But the way YouTube worked back in the day, because obviously things have changed a lot. And so what I did back then, you can't do now. And that would be awesome, Holly. That's a good idea. I wish I could do that, but unfortunately, I need the money. But that is a great idea. I strongly suggest that idea. That's a pretty awesome idea. But yeah, no. Just to explain quickly what how things worked back in the day compared to now is I created my YouTube account as Matt Freeman. Like that's obviously my name. So like Google, it was before Google owned it. So one day I decided I wanted to post gaming videos on YouTube. Now I had a YouTube account that I used for watching videos, but I figured I should separate this and make a second channel that would be for me to upload, and then I have one channel that I can watch stuff on, and then I have another channel that I can upload things to, which that's this channel. This channel here is my gaming channel I am talking about. So I went to youtube.com and I wanted to create a new account. So to create a second channel, you could use the email address of your original channel. So I used my email address for this channel, which is the same email address for the other channel. Which, like I said, you can't do that now. If you tried to do that now, they'd say, no, you can't do this. You already have an account. You can only have one account attached to one email because of the fact of a lot of people were doing what I was doing. So I made this channel, which at the time was called Murder and Murder, because that's my Xbox name for anybody who didn't know. It's to do with an Eminem song from a really long time ago, where they say robbing, shooting, killing, and murder, and then Eminem goes murder, murder, but I couldn't put murder, murder because apparently YouTube didn't like the fact that the words were murder, murder. So I changed it to murder and murder, which is just murder with an IN after it, and then murder again, and it worked. So that's how my Xbox name came around, murder and murder, and I also like it because obviously, as most people do, when I play video games and people want to talk to me, they call me Murder. And I really like that because that's like the most OG nickname that anybody could ever call you in a game, especially in a game in which you have to kill people, like Call of Duty or something. And they're like, yo, what's up, Murder? And it's like, what's up, dog? You know, it just made me feel thug life, you know? So I named myself Murder. Now, compared to what my old Xbox names were, it's probably my favorite even to this day. I will never change it. I will be Murder and Murder for the rest of my life. Probably. I mean, I may change it one day, but for now, that's who I am, and I've built enough clout off of that name that I'll keep it. But so I named the channel Murder and Murder, and henceforth, if you go into my videos, like video upload section, and you scroll all the way to the bottom to the very first video I posted. Technically, it's called Moped Matt, but the second video I ever posted was called my first murdering video. and it's me playing video games. I recorded it from my phone because at those times I didn't have like fancy edit or fancy recording software and stuff like that, or like a computer that could record gameplays. So I had to record. This is old school now, and you try to explain this to a child of yeah, see, exactly, it does fit. Murder. I got Martin murdered. It works out, but I used to have to play video games. And while I was playing video games, I'd have my VCR recording the videos. Okay. So the VCR was recording what was playing on TV, and it was obviously me playing video games on television. And then if I had a good game that I wanted to post on YouTube, I then had to rewind the VHS to that game, record my phone, like holding my phone. I actually built a fancy little wooden stand I could set my phone on so it could just stare at my TV, and then hit play and let the video play through so everybody could, then I could record it. Then I'd upload that from my phone to YouTube, and that's how my video games were uploaded to YouTube. And I did that for a long time, a very long time. And then it wasn't until I got my teeth ripped out that I decided that nobody out there was adapting to the name of Murder and Murder. And on top of that, YouTube finally reached out to me and was like, look, if say you ever got famous or like blew up and got like, like people wanted to put ads on your channel and stuff, they aren't going to do it because your name provokes violence. And we can't run ads on a video or on a channel that talks about violence, because obviously it was called Murder and Murder. So that's also why there's another video that I have that I don't remember the full title of the video, but it's one of my highest watched videos, and it's something about dentures. I think it's like learning to talk with no dentures in / new channel name, and that's when I changed my channel from Murder and Murder over to Matthew Talks a Lot Freeman, because at that point everybody had known my name, and obviously I'd spent 95% of my time staring at a camera and talking a lot. So it made a lot of sense to me to be like, well, my name's Matthew Freeman, and I sure as hell like to talk a lot. So we'll just go with Matthew Talks a Lot Freeman, which is funny because my family and friends, when I told them that I changed my name on YouTube, they were all like, hey, that's actually very fitting for you. And I was like, right? It is very ironically fitting for me. But so that's when I switched my name over to Matthew Talks a Lot Freeman. But regardless, because of that, now I have 2 channels. My other channel, I do have 3 videos that I've uploaded to it. Now, those videos got posted there accidentally. They were meant to go onto this channel, but when I was pulling up my phone, sometimes before in the past, I'd forget to sign out of my old account and into my new account to have the videos uploaded to this channel. And so it uploaded it to the wrong channel. But fortunately, those videos are so old and pointless now, it'd be no point for me to even like re-upload them to this channel. But so I do have 3 videos on there. I have no subscribers, and really I don't even use it anymore. Nowadays, if I watch YouTube, I'm on Matthew Talks a Lot Freeman when I'm watching things. So realistically, I just have a secondary YouTube channel for no reason. It literally just sits there and does nothing. What do you mean? Do I go to other channels and get them to subscribe? I don't reach out to anybody. No. My girlfriend, or let me rephrase that. My ex-girlfriend used to do things like that, where she would go to somebody else's channel that talked about dentures and leave a comment in the comments of their video and say, your video was really helpful, but you should check out this guy and see his denture videos. And I did get a few people that traveled over from other people's channels to my channel that way, but I've never personally reached out on anybody else's channel to be like, hey, you should subscribe to my channel, only because anybody that I watch on YouTube has like millions of subscribers. I don't watch people who don't have many subscribers. Not to say that I wouldn't, but it's just I haven't found anybody out there that's like me, who's just on the low end of YouTube that I enjoy watching. Normally I watch, the people out there that have, between 5 to 10 million subscribers. So me leaving a comment saying, hey, subscribe to this channel, more than likely will just get me kicked from being able to talk on that channel because, a lot of people don't like when people do that stuff. I wouldn't like it if somebody was commenting on my channel, say, hey, go to subscribe to my channel, because I wouldn't want that, because that's like, why would you try to steal my people? These are my loyal people. I don't want them to subscribe to you and stop watching me. So I totally understand why people get upset when people do stuff like that. But like I said, I can't stop other people from doing it. So like when my ex-girlfriend did it, I felt weird about it. But at the same time, it wasn't like I told her like, hey, you need to do this. This was her own thought. Like, I'm going to do this for you, which was very awesome. But at the same time, like I said, since it wasn't me that told her to do it, it felt less weird to me that she was doing it than if I just did it. I would totally be down to find somebody else out there who has very few subscribers, kind of like me, reach out, maybe become YouTube friends and like make dual videos, or maybe do a podcast where I have somebody else involved with the video, so it's not just me all the time. Not to say that I think that you guys think I'm boring, but there's only so much that you can watch of me just sitting here talking, that eventually I feel like you're just going to be like, well, this is the same shit every day. What's different? That's why I changed my location of the garage and actually have it set up now where I can work on stuff while videoing it. So that way it just gives you guys more of something to watch while I'm streaming, just so that way you guys don't inevitably become bored of me and then decide not to watch or like leave or whatever. And surprisingly, there's also a lot of people out there who are subscribed to me who leave comments on my videos like after the live stream gets posted or something, that ends up telling me that they don't even watch the video, they just listen to it, which is fine. It's not to say that you have to watch me, but a lot of people for whatever reason have often told me that they just love listening to my voice, and they could listen to me for hours and stuff like that, which, don't get me wrong, I'm very humbled by that. That's a very amazing thing to have somebody tell you, but that's just it baffles my head, because like I said, I always felt like I was going to bore people if all I did was talk. So that's why I tried to do stuff in the background, so it wasn't just talking. But then I get comments where people are like, oh, I never even watch the video, all I do is listen to you. I'll put my headphones in while I'm working and I just listen to you talk. And I'm just like, damn, that's fucking awesome. Like, I prefer them to watch, because obviously I'm putting some gestures into this. And trust me, I talk like this in real life. Like, when I talk to people in real life, I use hands, and my stories are always like, oh, yeah, and stuff like this. And that's why even my friends tell me I'm the best at explaining stories, because I'm really a mover. I like to use my hands and my body as gestures of my conversation. So that's why I would like it if people watched me. But at the same time, if all they're doing is listening, you're still giving me a view because you're still listening to the video. But it also makes me wonder then if I should just take the audio from these videos I record and start posting them to like some form of what do you call those? I'm acting like I don't listen to them all. Podcasts. I start uploading them to like the podcast websites and stuff like that. Just the audios from the videos, so that way, like, if people don't want to watch but still want to just listen, they'd be able to actually just listen to it as a podcast instead of having to click on YouTube and have a video run in the background while they listen. I've never heard of Poverty Princess. What kind of videos does she make? I guess I could look her up on the YouTube's on my phone. Is this like some ASMR shit? Because that's definitely nothing I could do. Being all sexy and whispering like, hi, hi, Um, oh, well, that's dope. I didn't know. I didn't know that's how you did that, Holly. Well, then I guess you're one of those other people out there that enjoys to just listen to me talk. Pam, um, Pam's commented a few times recently, but she was the other person just a couple days ago that told me that she half the time doesn't even watch the videos, but she just listens to it because she could listen to me talk for hours, and it's just like, all right, all right. Well, then maybe I just, you know what? Like, okay, well, I'm ill prepared for this situation now. Where did that go? Huh? I had this thing up just for my thing the other day. Huh? Interesting. Maybe I'll just, maybe I'll just do something like this. Like, there you go. Enjoy looking, enjoy looking at my hat from now on, because now you're never gonna see me. I'm just gonna sit here and talk. Don't worry, I'm still making hand gestures. I could even be flicking you guys off, but you would never know it because now you can't see me. But no, you guys just want to listen to my voice. So good luck, fuckers. I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that. But that's what I feel like when you guys say things like that. You're so mean to me. All I want to do is have friends. I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. I ain't got nobody to call my own. I forgot. I was looking up Poverty Princess, which is just a very weird name. Don't get me wrong. It's just what? See, I clicked. Okay. Is the Poverty Princess person you're talking about, Michael? Is she only got 1,000 subscribers? Because I only found one channel. It's called the Poverty Princess. Sharon Saratari or something like that. But easy. I clicked on it. No, stop! You can't play videos in the background. Sorry. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like I said, realistically, even if you just listen, I still appreciate it. You're still giving me a view. You're still participating. You're still, listening to what I have to say, and I appreciate that. But I just find that strange. To me, it's a little strange. Okay, let's easy hot roast beef cheese. Oh my God, Michael! If this woman's the same woman you were talking about, she does have a fucking soothing voice. I would not have, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all, but the face that she has does not, I did not associate a soft, soothing voice with that face. For some reason, I just didn't see it coming. Damn. Then she started talking, and it was just like the nicest, calmest, hi, everybody. Today, I'm going to show you how to make, and it was just like, what? What? Beautiful. That is a beautiful voice. Let's play this for the stream. For anybody else out there that has never heard this woman's voice.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Poverty Princess. Today I have an easy video for you.
I'm blown away. Damn. Damn, Michael. Damn. Well, thank you for telling me that. I'm gonna start telling people, all these people, I'm gonna be like, dude, you want to hear the most soothing voice you'll ever hear in your life? I don't know if I could fall asleep to it because I can't really, unless it's a movie or music, I really can't fall asleep to just people talking. Um, but yeah, no, I was really impressed. That was a lot more soothing than I thought it was going to be. Interesting. Interesting. Puppy, get up. Come here. Come here. Oh, she's already standing there looking at me. She's looking at me like, dude, I'm standing here. Don't yell at me. I'm doing what you told me before you told me to do it. Puppy, baby puppy, come here. Come here. Come here. She's like, the door's shut, dummy. I can't come here. Oh, baby puppy. Baby puppy. Oh, my baby puppy. Ooh, baby puppy. I love you. Get up here. Get your fat butt up here. Ready? Wow. Oh, it's a baby. It's a baby. Oh, look at this cute baby girl. Look at her. Would you guys believe if I told you she's going to be 2 in 3 days? Oh, she's a big baby. Oh, baby girl. She's growing up so fast. Hey, remember when I got her? Have I ever showed you guys? Actually, Michael, unfortunately, she is at the maximum size already. She's only a medium dog, so she's full growth already. Ow, she stepped on my balls and it hurt really bad. And don't get me wrong, she's not the tiniest dog. She's sitting on my lap or standing on my lap, and her body reaches my chin, but she's my little baby puppy. I'll show you guys a picture. I'm not sure if I've ever showed you guys a picture of her when she was a baby, when I got her, but oh, she was so small when I got her. She was just a little baby thing. Weren't you my baby girl? You're my baby. Yeah, I don't really like huge dogs. Not that, yeah, if I gotten a dog that was huge, I would have had a problem with it, or like a big dog, but I always thought to myself I would want a medium dog if I could ever get a dog. And then once I got her, I had no idea what size dog she was going to be because I didn't know what her parents' size were. So when she grew up to the point where she is now, where she's now at full height, she'll probably get a little wider, maybe a smidgen longer, but height-wise, she is at her full height. And she is such a beautiful baby girl. I love her. I love her so much. She loves me so much. Look at her cuddling with me. She doesn't usually cuddle very much. So for her to sit here and do this just must mean that she's really in a cuddle mood right now. Hey, baby puppy. Hey, 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 back up just a little bit so people see your beautiful face. You see that beautiful. Oh, thanks for the kisses. Oh, I love yous. I do. I love yous. Yeah. Okay. Love yous. You can stay if you want. I'm not going to make you get down. No, you can't go that way. If you're gonna go, you have to go that way. Okay, or you just go that way anyways, whatever. Um, but I'm gonna show you guys a picture of my puppy when I got her. I'm sure I've showed this picture before in the past, but I'm not sure to who was on the stream. When I showed the picture in the past, or who was or like what I probably showed it in a video, maybe I'm not sure, but I will pull up a picture of my puppy when I got her. And okay, so you guys obviously just saw her, right? So you see what size she is. Look at this. Look at this little. Oh man, I see this picture and it melts my heart because this is the size she was when I got her. Look at that little baby. She's sitting behind a car seat right now. So that goes to show you size. She is tiny and just a little baby puppy sitting on the floor behind the car seat in a car. Look how cute she is. Oh my gosh. I wish she was still this size because I love like puppies and kittens. Like obviously as most people do when they're babies, they are just the most adorable thing in the world. But yeah, she was just a little. When I got her, I could like literally hold her like a baby. Now she's almost 2, and I can't really do that because she's too big. But she's still my baby girl to me. I do too. I love dogs. Well, I used to actually be that. I got attacked by dogs when I was a kid, like literally attacked. I had to go to the hospital and everything. I got tore up by a dog really badly. So I had a fear of dogs for many, many, many years. And then one day when I was older in like high school, a dog came up to me, and um I wasn't scared of it. It was just like this. It was just this life revelation of like, holy shit, I'm not scared of this dog. I've been scared of dogs my entire life. How come I'm not scared of this dog right now? I just had no problem with this dog. And ever since then, now I have no problem with dogs. I'm just not afraid of them anymore. I guess it's because I'm fucking 6'5", and I realized if a dog tried to attack me, I'd just break its neck. Um, you know, the dog that attacked me was a German Shepherd, so obviously it was a much larger dog than me. And when I got attacked, I was only about 9 years old. So the dog literally like ate my arm. I had to get lots of stitches all over my body because he bit me all over and ripped chunks out of me and all kinds of stuff. My neighbor's dog from down the street got out, and I was running down the road, and for some reason the dog was like, I'm gonna kill that thing, and he just pounced on top of me and started pulling chunks of me, parts of my body off. And so obviously you can kind of understand why I was deathly afraid of dogs for a while there. And that lasted like 10 years. And then one day, like I said, I just stopped caring, and I realized that I actually love dogs more than I was afraid of them. And now I'm lucky enough to have my own puppy. And I make it very clear to her, come here, where you at? That I am the alpha and she is the beta, as I tell her. Come up here, come here. I am the alpha, mwah, and I'm the one in charge. And if she ever, and this is not just me, this is with anybody, if she ever bites anyone, me included or anybody else, I will beat the living shit out of her. And she knows this because I'm the alpha and she's just the baby. She never has, so I don't have to worry about it, and I never have had to beat her. But I'm just saying, it's very clear to her that she knows that when she's bad, that I will beat her butt. She don't like to get her butt beat, so she does everything in her power to make me happy, which is what a dog is supposed to do. She's such a good girl. She's like the best dog ever. I mean, yes, I yell at her quite a lot during the day because she's still a puppy. She's still learning things. Um, mainly just the listening of like when I tell her to lay down. She's really hyper sometimes, and she'll play with the ball for hours and hours. And sometimes I scream at her and tell her she has to lay down because she's going to have a heart attack because she never stops running around. But, besides that, I mean, she's really a brilliantly smart dog. She's very outgoing and she's extremely nice. Get over here. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come up here. Come on. Get your fat butt up here. Oh, come on. Ready? Oh, yeah, baby. And I would do anything for this dog. You know, I already. Oh, that's awesome! I love pit bulls. Rachel has a pit bull. I already showed a picture of her pit bull a couple of streams ago. On the live stream, a picture of her pit bull on the live stream. But I wish her pit bull is 8 years old, so he's a bit older than Izzy, where she's just turning 2, and her pit bull is turning 8. But her pit bull is also neutered, and I'm really saddened about this because Izzy is not neutered, so she can have babies. And I'm doing this because I didn't have the money to get her fixed, and B, I want Izzy to have babies one day because she is such a great dog. Like, perfect size, smart as fuck, listens to a T. You such a good girl. You such a good girl. So if I could breed her and get other amazingly smart puppies out of her, I would love it. And Bubba, which is Rachel's pit bull, is the exact same size as her. He's like a small pit bull. Actually, he's a cane corso. Oh, that's awesome. If you guys know what a cane corso is a pit bull, but it's what they call pit bulls in England. So she's got a cane corso, which it's literally a pit bull. It looks the exact same as a pit bull. The only thing that differs is his color. He's got a color coat that's like unlike any pit bull you'll ever see because it's only supposed to be an English dog. Oh, I can guarantee you that my dog will never be fat or lazy because I'm too active and this dog runs and plays all the fucking time. I understand some point she'll get older and she'll slow down, but she'll never be fat and lazy. I know this for a fact. She's too much of a wild child. But I would love to have bred Rachel's Cane Corso and Izzy together if they could. But like I said, age, her dog's turning 8, my dog's turning 2, and even though she's technically not fixed, I still, as any adult figure is to a girl, I think she's too young to be worrying about having babies at 2 years old. She needs to be a few years older before I ever would consider actually breeding her with anybody. But on top of that, I'd also have to find me another dog that's a boy dog that I find good enough that I would want good enough for my baby girl, if you know what I mean, because I ain't gonna let any old riffraff be putting his thing in my little girl. He's my little puppy, huh? Oh, you so cute. You so cute. Yes, you are. Love you. Love you. I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. He's a cute puppy. Um, it's really funny because I do suffer from really bad depression, which I mean, couldn't make it sound like, I'm the only person in the world. I understand quite a lot of people out here suffer from really bad depression. I suffer from really bad depression. I do not take medication for it because I do not believe in taking medication in life. I mean, if you're really like in your case, Holly, like the medications and stuff that you have to take actually are helping you. So to that, I would take the medications. But in my situation, I'm not going to take antidepressants when I know eventually life will turn around and I won't be depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try not to. I used to take anxiety medication, and that's the same thing. It's like sometimes I'm completely fine, and then sometimes I have horribly bad anxiety. So, like, I hate taking medication for it because, like, I don't feel like I really truly need to be taking daily medication for something that isn't a constant everyday thing, and it's not actually solving the problem. It's just like negating it in a sense. um but I'll tell you what, if you don't have a dog, and this is for anybody out there, obviously I know Michael has dogs. He's already was just saying he had dogs, but like anybody out there that gets really depressed a lot and is really down on life and shit, get a dog. I will I, I never had a dog in my life. Growing up as a kid, my parents never had dogs. We never had a dog. Then you get your own dog and they bring a happiness to your life that it's hard to describe. She's like always excited to see me. It doesn't matter if she just saw me 5 minutes ago and I left and I come back, she's ecstatic to see me. It's just the best feeling in the world to have something that loves you unconditionally, no matter what. I can scream at her for doing something she did that was really bad, and I can yell and yell and yell at her to the point where she tucks her tail and she curls up in a ball because she knows dad's mad at her. And 5 minutes later, she's still just as happy to see you. Like, I don't know. It's this baby puppy has put so much happiness in my life. I can't even describe how amazing it is to have a dog. She is she has and when I'm depressed and when I'm down on life and I really don't want to be around anybody or talk to anybody and anything like this dog is always here for me. And she knows, okay? And I'm not saying all dogs are like this, but I'm sure most dogs are. My dog knows when I'm having a bad day, and it's not like in the bad way of a sense like I'm yelling at her. She just knows that I'm upset, and she'll curl up on my lap and give me a bunch of kisses and stuff. I'm just like, she knows that something's not right. She senses that dad is upset, and she will do everything in her power to try to make me happy. And just the feeling of knowing that you have an animal that loves and cares about you that much that she wants to make you happy because she knows you're upset, it's just like, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And that's why I love you so much. You know that. Yes, you know that. Yes, I do. I love you. you. Mwah, 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 mwah. And my kisses, my baby girl. She's actually now running around looking at me like, why aren't we going outside? She's waiting to go potty. But I always, after I finish the streams off, I always take her outside to go to the bathroom at night. So that's why I got her out, because I knew that eventually I'd be ending the stream and that then take her out to go potty. Ain't that right, babies? You gotta go potty. Can you go potty? Oh, it's a big puppy. It's a big puppies. Oh, no, that's why you can't do that over there. You're pulling on cords, and I don't like that. You stay over here. You sit? You sit? Oh, look at you, you good girl. You sat down. You such a good girl. You listening? Kisses? Kisses? Oh, God, I love this dog. Um, um, Yeah, well, see, that's the thing, Holly. It's not to say that you can't go without them. If you are gonna sit here and tell me that you have to take them, that's a lie. You can not take antidepressants, because there was a point in your life where you didn't take antidepressants and you lived just fine in life without them. But one day you decided that you needed them and you started taking them, and now you're stuck with them, and now you live a life where you feel like if you don't take them, you're upset with life. And that's not how life works. You just need to find happiness. Right. Okay. Well, I guess. Well, then, if you choose to, I guess that's still the same thing, though. You still have it in your head that you choose to do it because you feel like it helps you. Whereas life is just life, and sooner or later you will find something that makes you happy, and you don't need to use them. I mean, and I understand where you're coming from, but I had two ex-girlfriends ago. I started dating her. She was on antidepressants, and she was really upset on stuff, and obviously, it didn't work out between me and her, but from the one thing that stuck with her from the entire time we dated, she no longer takes antidepressants, because she totally will agree with me nowadays that it was all in her head. That's all it is. She chose to take them just like you, because she was all wrapped up and felt like if she didn't have them, she was so sad in life and everything. And I just told her, I was like, look, one day you'll find something that makes you happy enough where you don't have to take antidepressants anymore, and your life will change. And now she doesn't. Does she still get super depressed? Obviously, we all do. It's a fact of life. Depression's a thing that happens to everybody. But it's just a matter of finding what helps you become undepressed without using a pill to make you undepressed. Um, a lot of times, a lot of people also say, well, I have suicidal thoughts, so I take a pill so I don't have those. And it's like, you think that people who take those pills don't have those thoughts still? Like, an antidepressant doesn't make you not want to kill yourself. All it does is numb you and make you feel less emotions in life. That's the same with anxiety medication. A Xanax, if you take a Xanax when you don't have anxiety, you get fucked up, because that's what it does. It just makes you hallucinations. Not, I would say hallucinations, but it makes your brain fucked up to the point where you stop thinking about the fact that you're sad or that you're anxious over this and that, and it just fucks you up. And next thing you know, you're like, whoa, I'm having a great day now, because it fucks you up. And so it changes your personality. The same thing with marijuana. That was my biggest excuse when I smoked marijuana every day. It was, oh, well, I'm depressed all the time. And if I smoke weed, I get happy. So that's my antidepressant medication is I'll smoke weed, and then I'll be happy, and then I don't have to worry about being depressed. But here's the thing. I haven't smoked weed in over a year now, and I still get depressed, and I'm still just as happy than if I was when I was smoking it, which thus proves that just because it helps in that moment doesn't mean that it's actually changing anything about you, because I'm just fine and just as fine without it as I was with it. So food for thought. Obviously, I'm not saying, Holly, that I expect you to just throw your pills away tonight and never take them again and life will go on. Like, I understand it takes time, but I do swear and promise you that at some point, something will change in your life. You won't be as depressed as you think, or you'll be married to Robbie and Robbie will just finally make you so happy and feel so fulfilled in life that you'll stop taking it because you'll just realize it's not really doing much for you. It's not doing as much as you really truly think it's doing for you. It's more just to numb you in life, numbs the feelings of life, and you don't need that. Plus, the more you take pills, the worse damage you're doing to your body. So every time you take that antidepressant pill because you feel like you need it, you're actually damaging your liver and other body parts. No, it's not. Weed is not addictive. Okay. Weed is mentally addictive. It is not physically addictive. Like, I quit smoking weed. Yes, for a week straight, I was in panic mode of, oh my God, I don't have any weed and I want to smoke weed. That's all I want to do. What am I going to do? Oh my God, and freaking out. But that was only because I had smoked weed for like 12 years straight and I wasn't used to life without it. But after a couple days, perfectly fine. I still think about it. Sure. Would I like to get high right now? Absolutely. Do I have it? No. And do I care that I don't have it? No. So it proves weed is not addictive. And then if you truly believe weed is addictive, you're on a whole different other ball game because it is not. You can be mentally addicted to it. And then the mental addiction for me and for most people is just that fact of it's the same as smoking cigarettes. When people quit smoking cigarettes, they always got to do something to keep their hands and their mouth busy. That's why a lot of times people end up eating and gain weight after they smoke cigarettes because they're so used to keeping their hands and their mouth in motion all the time. It's a mental game, and it's the same thing with weed. The more you're used to constantly smoking weed and you finally stop doing that, it just seems like something's off. Like, what's wrong? Something's not right. It's because you're used to doing something else that you're not doing. But a couple days go by and fuck, it's then you're back to normal life, and life's just as easy without weed as it is with it. And that's the most beautiful thing I've ever learned in the last year of my, well, actually it's been a little over a year now, but it's really, it honestly truly is the most amazing feeling in the world because I used to feel like I needed it. I used to feel like if I didn't smoke weed, I didn't eat. And if I didn't smoke weed, I couldn't sleep at night. And if I don't smoke weed, I get bad anxiety. And if I don't smoke weed, I'm depressed all the time. And if I don't smoke weed, this and that. I mean, I made these excuses up. And one day, about a little over a year ago, I quit smoking weed. And like I said, in a couple days' time, I realized that all of that stuff that I told myself that I need weed for, I was still doing. I was still sleeping at night without the weed. I was still eating even though I wasn't smoking weed. I was still depressed even though I had weed or didn't have weed. I could still be happy even though I didn't have weed. So I mean, like, if you are a smoker, Michael, and you smoke every day, the thought of quitting weed definitely sounds scary. But 3 days time goes by, you don't care. It just disappears. So if that's where you're at, then I could totally understand why you feel like it's addictive. Or if you have been there at one point, I could feel like you could feel like it's addictive. But it's not. It's not. It's not what you it's not like taking heroin where that's addictive and then you go into like cold sweats and you're in a corner like freaking out like because you're like having to you know detox from drugs and shit. It's not like that at all. I mean, it's just a mental choice. It's a mental choice. And the moment you realize the weed, you don't need the weed for all that bullshit, it just floats away like nothing. Like I said, of course, at this point in time in my life, it's been over a year. I mean, if somebody came up to me, a friend of mine or something, was like, "Hey, do you want to hit this blunt?" Absolutely. I have absolutely no problem with it. I'm not against smoking and I'm not against smoking myself. Like just because I quit doesn't mean I quit. I'm done. I'll never touch it again. Like I just quit because I didn't have the money to afford doing it. And I still don't really have a steady income at this point enough where I feel like I could start smoking again and it'd be all good. But that's also saying that if I get a good job, or at least I get a form of income where I feel comfortable enough where I can waste a little bit of extra money to purchase marijuana, I'll go right back to it. I have no problem doing it. A lot of people have it in their head that smoking weed makes you lazy, but that's not the case at all. You're either lazy or you're not. And if you smoke weed and you're lazy, yeah, that's what gives people a bad rep. But then you got people like me and all the people I know in my life who are very hard workers who bust their ass every day and also smoke weed every single day. So it also proves that just because you smoke weed does not mean you're lazy by any means. I mean, sure, I work hard all day. I come home and I smoke a bowl. Absolutely, I'm going to melt into the chair and just be like, whoa, because it feels great. But at the same time, it's not to say that I couldn't still smoke a bowl and get up and go do something. Like it's not like just because you do it like some hardcore drugs, like induce heroin, and then you just melt and fall asleep. You can be lazy and you can also do something. I mean, um, oh, but why is that, Holly? Are you against it? Are you like against it besides for medical purposes? Because like that's what I'm saying. Like I mean, I have nothing wrong. I have nothing against marijuana at all. Um, I have understood that there is a lot of beneficials to it for the fact of medical, and I do understand it does help other people with their situations with other things. But like I said, there's also a lot of it that like my end of it where I thought I'd never eat if I didn't smoke weed, and now I still eat just the same amount as I did when I smoked weed when as I don't now. So there's really nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. And sooner or later, it's going to be legal here in Ohio, anyways, to do it recreationally, and and like it should be. It literally makes absolutely no sense to me that it would be illegal across the country, anyways. Um, Oh no, Holly, I completely understand that. I know a fuck ton of people who are in the exact same boat as you. I know a ton of people who smoke weed or who you like they have tried it before and they just like geek out. They hate the feeling that they get from it. And it's weird to me because obviously I enjoy the feeling I get from it. But I would never judge you or those other people for having that feeling of not enjoying it. It still alters your state of mind, regardless to if it's really not a strong alter compared to others. Like I know people who smoke and couldn't get behind a car, the wheel of a car because they would swerve back and forth. And I can tell you from honest and 100% honesty and experience that I can smoke as much weed as anybody could possibly smoke. I could smoke 5 blunts in a row and get behind the wheel of a car and drive down the road, and you would never even know that I was fucked up. Like, it affects everybody differently. So I totally understand that if you don't enjoy the feeling, it's definitely not something you're going to want to do on your free time. Um, But hey, we got kind of heavy with our conversation of marijuana at the end of that. And I will let you guys know that it is officially 12:10 at night. So it is quite late currently. The stream has been 2 hours and 4 minutes, and my dog is still pacing at my feet, wondering when we're ever going to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream tonight. I appreciate you guys all for showing up. And I also appreciate for the 5 likes that I got because we were close. I think the most I've ever gotten on a live stream is 7, now that I think about it. So we were really close to the maximum, to at least the same amount of likes as my most, if not almost more. And like I said, if you guys know anybody that you think would possibly enjoy watching me, please consider telling them to watch my channel and subscribe so that way we can get myself up to 500 subscribers and I can make you guys one badass, awesome 500 subscriber video. From me and my puppy to you guys, good night. We love you. Don't we, puppy? We love them. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. See her little tail going nuts behind my back. She's super happy. So much she loves you guys. And she's giving me kisses. Oh, you're my baby. Oh, I love you. I do. You're my baby. And the other thing is, I'm always felt like I was a little bit of a hard man, you know, little tough guy. But then once you get a puppy, you start talking like a baby a lot. Like, he's my baby, he's my little baby, and I love her so much. I do. I just love you so much. Mwah. You find yourself doing that quite a lot. Because you do. You just love your puppy, and you talk to your puppy like a baby. You little baby girl, huh? He's my little babies. He's a little babies. I would end this stream by now, but I'm just cuddling with my puppy. I don't want to let go. I never want to let go. I don't want to let go, puppy. Oh, thank you. You want to go outside? Yeah, she's itching to go outside. Everybody's leaving anyways. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for another amazing Matt Freeman podcast, live stream, whatever you want to call it. Until next time, my friends. Have a good morning, because it's already morning and not night.